This morning, please note that these headlines are only read as published and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in your reactions you have the facts, the details, and every information that you need.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
This morning we'll be going through the Punch, the Nation, the Guardian, the Vanguard, and Daily Trust. Let's get things started with the Punch. Right here, it's got this major story. 2027 Tinubu-Shettima alliance under fire. And the riders right here. Rift deepens as APC over 2027 power formula. NAS caucus backs Shettima, governors split. Dangote launches nationwide fuel distribution amid tanker blockade. Brent bounds. Nigerian crude hits $77 as Israel-Iran tensions boil. 3.6 billion naira ground rent. Federal government in last-minute talks with embassies. Appeal court nullified Emefiele's asset forfeiture. Bauchi CP Mons is about to wed DPO, two friends killed in crash. Akure families evict landlords, side Supreme Court victory. Hajj scam. Kwara begins investigation as government refunds victims. There is no opposition. APC controls all. Shawari. Nigerian hairstylist arrested in India with 1.8 billion naira worth of drugs. Let's move on now to the Nation. APC Northeast endorses Tinubu-Shettima for 2027. Federal government to achieve 19.5 trillion naira oil revenue target as prices hit $75. Dangote procures 4,000 CNG-fueled tankers. Tinubu, First Lady salute fathers, say they are nation builders. Ohaneze applauds federal government on East-West Road. Others. Federal government set to acquire 12 Viper jets to boost NAV's capability. Special forces deployed to battle terrorists in Benue. All these and more on the Nation today. Let's move on now to The Guardian. Pope decries terrible massacre in Benue as Tinubu rallies security chiefs. Shawari sees no opposition, says APC controls all. Northeast delegates fight for Shettima's second term with Tinubu. Petrol price hikes, scarcity loom over Middle East tension. Tanker drivers strike. Shirinka warns against trivializing June 12 struggle. Insecurity. Ekiti Rep urges Tinubu to unify military command via executive order. Man arrested for ingesting 53 wraps of cocaine as NDLEA cracks down on drug trade. Police extend tinted glass permit enforcement grace period to June 12. To August 12, I beg your pardon. Police extend tinted glass permit enforcement grace period to August 12. Oshobo residents protest deplorable road Contractor denies abandoning project. LASMA condemns fatal crash caused by one-way violation. Let's move on now to the Vanguard. Benue killings, outrage as protesters block roads. 2027, APC governors, NAS caucus want retention of Tinubu Shetima ticket. Kwara State First Lady supports evolving heritage art. Dangote Petroleum Refinery plans to distribute petrol, diesel nationwide. Tinubu congratulates General Abdusalam Abubakar at 83. 2027, Wike APC scared of opposition coalition. That's according to Atiku's aide. Fake opposition. Shawari explains how APC controls PDP, LP, others. Benue killings. Leadership has failed. Our conscience is stained. Obi. Beware of drug-laced sweets in children's bags. NDLEA warns parents. Reps summon Finance Minister, CBN Governor over unremitted surpluses, audit violations. All these and more on the Vanguard today. Let's move on now to our final stop, which is the Daily Trust 2027 pushback as Northeast APC endorses Tinubu Shetima. Family loses 23 members as many killed in Benue attack. Farmers, experts flay Agric Ministry's call for prayers, fasting. Kogi monarch sues for peace, unity, eulogizes Governor Itodo. Zazao Emirate crisis, Emir opens up on ex-Waziri's abscondment, appointment role. NIPSS expels participant over published articles. Tinubu orders probe of Benue killings. Church collapses on worshippers in Taraba. Outrage as Ganduje, APC Northeast chairman endorsed Tinubu without Shetima. Kwara pilgrims get $500 refund after dollar swap fraud in Saudi Arabia. Expert tasks NNPCL on transparency in oil gas sector. All these and more on the Daily Trust. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go onto those platforms to watch the show live and be a part of the conversations this morning. When you get through on the phone line, please move away from your device, give your name, your location, and kindly go straight to sharing your thoughts. You will have 90 seconds to do that. You can call on the phone lines or send a WhatsApp message or voice note. Numbers 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869 and 08099930137. To send a WhatsApp message or a voice note, you can use 08099930137.
This is Morning Crossfire. On your number one talk station. Dear CEO, to run business in Nigeria, no be by muscle alone. Oh. You must have
This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. 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 Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is 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 Nigeria Info.
At 6:31, let's get to your reactions right now. Please ensure you move away from your device as soon as you get through. Good morning.
Hello.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samson. I'm going right now in Mekama.
Go ahead, Samson.
Yes. Concerning this politics that our leaders are playing politics, investment everywhere. I see what is happening in Benue. Instead of Mr. President to focus on what people elected him to do, they're busy campaigning. Meanwhile, there are killing people everywhere in Nigeria. Nobody is not safe. So what will happen if they see all around? I don't want to really that. Well, I don't know what is happening. It's like Mr. President yesterday. When I get to the thing, I don't he said this yesterday. Let us start with politics and wake up. If the current things are not doing well, let me find them and withdraw what people. Give it a period of time that it's still time I want everything to because everything concerns security. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Your device is on. Move away from me, please.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. My name is Elisha Obadia, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
The first caller. Even though I've been a member of Nigeria Info.
Welcome, sir. Great to hear from you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Please, once you get through on the phone line, move away from your device so we can hear you clearly and not have to deal with our feedback. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Itodo,
Yes.
I greet you.
I greet you too.
There has been reports of over 200.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah, Charles speaking.
Go ahead.
Massacred in Benue. When this thing was going on, for over many hours, it was as if there is no longer military. There is no longer police. The little report I read online that the police tried, but the manpower was very low. And this Benue massacre has been on for over a month. APC are busy in northeast, endorsing and fighting who takes position. And you know the funniest thing? These killers are united in their killing. Why the victims are in disarray, doing ethnic and religious bigotries. And it is a well-planned game. Benue land is being run over and taken over by these Fulanis, and nobody talks about it. The government, as at last week, was busy in the courts, telling Mazinand Carlo that he imported the radio transmitter. And I want to ask, after I finish talking, there are people who doesn't look like me on my opinion in this radio station, but I don't give it down. This is my opinion. Is radio transmitter part of terrorism equipment? Is it AK-47? Is it bombers that these guys are using to bomb down communities and taking over places?
All right, Charles.
They are pursuing rats. But the truth of the matter is that if we think there is a particular people that is the problem, IPOB and Martin and the Kali is the solution. People should wake up.
All right, Charles. That's a good place to leave it. Good morning.
Hello, good morning to the King Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
The Agaba is the one and only. My name is Salasi. Guazamas, I meet you.
Welcome, Salasi.
Suleiman Kapinta Nageshika. I want to talk about the insecurity. Over 200 people killed in Plateau. Hasn't this thing happen to the people in power? Maybe the president and something will just allow that killing to keep going on? For over a month now, people have been losing their lives in Benue. And the talk of Benue and Plateau, no day that we listen to the news, we just hear of killings and killings and killings. These people are not ghosts. These are not spiritual. They come in mass and they attack for hours. And I don't get it. We have been here when you go to social media, you see how people are praising Iran and Iraq, Israel and so on. While in our own home, people are losing their lives every day. Something needs to be done about this insecurity. They should stop all these things. Where are the intelligence? Where are the DSS? Where are the NSA? Where are the Air Force? They will just come, 200 people killed just in an attack, and they can't get this criminal.
All right.
Who is behind all this insecurity? That people keep losing their lives every day.
All right.
I'm happy about that.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And looking at the president's statement from yesterday following the attacks in Benue State and the loss of lives, he directed security chiefs to implement his earlier directive to bring lasting peace and security to Benue State. That sort of raised a couple of questions as to what had been done in the time frame where the last order was given and the attacks and death of innocent Nigerians played out. And then also the order to the governor of the state to act as a statesman and immediately lead the process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring about peace to Benue State. Some stakeholders stated the fact that this has been handled with calm gloves and the president needs to give an order to eliminate these terrorists and bandits that are wreaking havoc across various communities in in Benue State as well as other states in Nigeria. That's handling this with kids' gloves will not bring about the much needed change or the difference that we hope to see. Doing the same thing over and over again might not be the best solution to preventing the loss of lives and properties across communities in Nigeria. Good morning.
The number one celebrity and personality of the world.
Good morning.
Good morning, the Itodo. I remember humble self of Bakar Ali Ketin. I'm calling from Itodo this morning. The Itodo, yes. I think a wonderful headline this morning. Honestly, APC will be committing what I call the self-destruct if they drop, what is his name? The Vice President, Kashim Shettima. It is like, sticking out your hand too early. It will be catastrophic. So they should just abandon that and continue with him. That is that on that. And Dangote importing 4,000 CNG-enabled tankers in order to aid the distribution of his commodity. You see, that will make the prices of his commodity stable across all states. If he can do that for us, then he has paid. He has really done what we have been saying. You understand?
Yes. Because
it's coming a bigger. It is the transportation that is still affecting the cost of the commodity, and with his ability to have his CNG tankers, his CNG maybe he will look for outlets again. Partner with some outlet where they can easily refill. Abba, it's a banger.
All right.
And for those who are celebrating Israel, Iran, stop in 90 seconds. I never reach 90 seconds now.
It is 90 seconds right
we
now.
should all brace up.
Mm-hmm.
We should brace up. Price of fuel may go up because if there is no refined product passing through that Iranian side Gulf, Persian Gulf, there will be problem again. Please, they should just stop this war. Ukraine will never finish with Ukraine. Please.
All right.
Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Go on now to the live feed and take some of your comments at this time. YouTube and Facebook, we're streaming on those platforms at Nigeria Info Abuja. Ensure that you follow and be a part of the conversation this morning. And on Facebook, Oyewale Fatula says the presidency appears to be focused on only politics while Benue and Plateau bleed in silence. It's as though leaders in those states struck a deal to never speak on the killings. The people must begin to consider self-defense. But do Nigerians have the right to bear arms for protection? Where can ordinary Nigerians legally acquire weapons to defend themselves, especially when bandits arrive heavily armed? If any states deserve a state of emergency, it is Benue, Plateau, and Borno. Ironically, it was... Okay. All right. Jafaru Husseini says, good morning. Thank you very much for being a part of the live feed. Olayinka Nuruddin, same Benue holding solidarity match for Tinubu. And also Francis Namani says, mass defections to APC is never the solution to Nigeria's problem. Nigerians are only interested in good governance and not defection. Yada Cedric, good morning. Siaka Ali says, the killings in Benue really heartbreaking. The president should take drastic measures to end insecurity. While Moazu journalist CC says appeal court nullifies forfeiture of Emefiele's properties. While Dr. Mrs. Omar Labor, my generation is morally burdened, insensitive, and soulless. We are today doing heinous things and proudly handing over the culture of criminality and shamelessness to our children. The theatricals in our polity have become most nauseating. Why is it that in Nigeria, honest people are fast giving way to power-drunken mediocre? It is only in Nigeria that people want to win at all costs and by all means, whether they are people's choice or not. Why can't we keep faith in a democracy that we fought hard for is the question that she ends that thought with. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week.
Thank you. How was your weekend?
It was good. How was yours?
Fine. All our brethren are back. You can see the energy. You didn't allow them to finish failing you. You yourself. Maybe it's 90 minutes. When I finish using my 90 minutes to 8,
it's 90 seconds, though. Not 90 minutes.
Sorry, sir. sorry. My name is Mr. Sorres. I'm faster than my shadow. My heart bleeds this morning because of what's going on in Benue State and other part of the country. Divorce. I suppose the president directed that our security apparatus, the mayor of all, should move to Benue. What is happening? Is it no high time we declared state of emergency in Benue State? Please, we are talking of human blood. And you know human blood always cry for vengeance. That's why we are where we are. May the soul of all the faithful departed rest in peace. The issue of insecurity. If you are a man in Abuja and you know nobody, you are on your own. A family friend drove on Friday to a particular place to collect goods that they sent to him from Benin, Utako. He drove, he lost. Brother. Men of the underworld just rounded him up and collected that he lost with all his handset and everything. I don't just want to announce it because they are working on it, so I don't breach the security, what have you. Just like what happened to my husband, he was just looking at them. These are people that are on a good day. Brothers and sisters, we are talking of Benue, we are talking of Meduguri and other places. If you are a man, you know, if you talk the way it's supposed to be, you are a man and you are living in FCT, you know your body,
all right.
You're on your own. Pass my message. Have a lovely good morning.
Have a good day. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
I hope your weekend was nice.
It was good. How was yours?
Oh, fantastic. At least AEDC gave us some quantity of electricity.
All right. That's good to know.
At least, yeah. At least we could do one or two things. But normally it's in the night, so from 11 p.m. till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Well, my name is Emeka. I'm from Buhari.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think Itodo, we really have lost our consciences as Nigerians, especially those in leadership. Because what is happening in Benue and some parts of Nigeria should give us enough reason to even forget about politicking that should be on the table for 2027 for now. When we had consciences, the death of one person around our vicinity brought quietness. Children were not even able to come out because somebody was dead, somebody they know. But today in Nigeria, 200 people are killed at one fell swoop, 80 people killed in one fell swoop, and life goes on, especially among the political leadership. Life goes on as if nothing is happening. I think we've really lost our consciences. The political leadership should have a rethink. They should have a rethink because, like Moses said, the blood of human beings cry. That is why we are where we are.
All right.
And there is just no way we can progress. That's just the truth.
All right.
Let us think again and recall our consciences back, especially the leadership, please. May God help us.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians. My name is Mr. Bonna. Sending this voice message from Madula. Please, why our security agents not focus on how to get all these killers and leave tinted glass alone?
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Next time when you're sending a voice note, move away from the device so my voice doesn't take away from the contribution that you are giving. All right. And Jude in Guagolada says, Pope condemned massacre of Benue indigents by headsmen. Why is it that government can't guarantee security and safety of our citizens? Buhari failed in that. Tinubu is also doing the same thing. Shall we continue like this? Is how he ends his thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning, Deacon Itodo. My name is Muazu John Lasisi. Thank God it's Monday. We are back to work again. God will help us. Peter Obi just spoke my mind. I don't know how our leadership in this country see it. Has leadership not failed? A family lost 23 members just in an attack. When it's not a tsunami in Benue, when it is not a tsunami, it's not flood, it's not fire incident, killing by human being. Is leadership not failing?
Good morning, Nigeria. I'm Bernard. This is Bernard calling from Jabi. Sending this voice note from Jabi on the Benue killing. I'm so sorry for using this word. It's like government is aware of the killing and the sponsor of the Benue killing is from the Benue state government. If not, our earth that upon all the security that these S-men will be killing people as if they are not human.
Good morning. Mr. Daniel, sending this voice note from Guadalajara. The last 2 weeks, you tell us on this radio that the chief of army that relocated to Benue. So what happened? What is he doing there? That all those killings are still going on, and they are still sending more army. So he did not go with any of those armies. It's not that they are sending crews to go and fight. Is that what he means? That he did not go with any of them?
Good morning, Itodo. My name is Sebastian from Duse. Northeast endorse Tinubu Shetima for 2027. Itodo, are we serious in this country? People have been massacred in Benue State, and they are busy campaigning for 2027 while we're in 2025. Are we serious in this country, if I may ask? You can imagine a very dark man visited Benue yesterday. Why can't the President Tinubu visit Benue or send government delegation to Benue State? What have mercy.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. 6:49 right here. We're going through the headlines and getting your reactions today. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. We need to go on a breather in about 5 minutes. So let's run through some of your WhatsApp messages. And Fitzgerald in Airport Road, thank you. I did good. How can Benue youths defend themselves against armed men with rifles when all they have basic tools like firewood and cutlasses? The expectation to protect themselves seems unrealistic and unfair, given the vast difference in weaponry. The National Assembly should start, putting the government accountable as opposed to endorsing him in 2027. And this one from Chukwugozie Onu in Madala says, protesters block highway because of killings in Benue State. Federal government should stand up and put a stop to all these. God help Nigeria and Nigerians. On Benue killings, despite the killings, there is no state of emergency as a lot of people have been killed. In Nigeria, pipelines seem to have more values than people. Black gold is protected, but the red blood is ignored. Now is the time for the federal government to do the needful, and the time to do it is now. Enough is what Chimex Undubisi in Jabi shares. It's very unfortunate that up until now, our children in public primary schools can't return back to school after 3 months of strike by teachers over non-payment of their salaries. Where are the FCC ministers? Or where is the minister, the education minister, the senators, House of Reps, and even the president when all of these is happening in the seat of government? May God rescue our pupils and teachers in the FCT. And Comrade Chris Eziocha in Mandala says, Tinubu orders probe of Benue killings. Of what impact will this be? As opposed to ordering our security agents to go after these hoodlums and fight them, continuity in error would always bring about retrogression in perpetuity. Government should do the needful now. All right. There's a handful of thoughts right here. Let's try to run through as many as we can before we wrap things up in less than 3 minutes, all right? Doing my best to take all the messages. That's not even possible. So please understand. And then Mekan Karimu says, it's very sad that over 200 people were killed in Benue. Some groups were somewhere else endorsing the president. I'm so pained that I'm sharing a country with people like that. And to make matters worse, the Pope in faraway Rome reacted before the president of Nigeria. It's very sad, is what Onemeka Inkarimu ends his message with. Good morning.
Good morning, Deacon Itodo, and every info listener. Yeah, my contribution is regarding the tinted glass. Why should the government extend it till August 12? What was the initial purpose of the tinted? Is it not because of the insecurity? So why extending it between now and August? Is it for the security challenges to continue? For the one chance to continue? Or what? Or the other side, you want to be making money from the office where you need to pay for you to have permit to use your tinted? This is not right. We are in a situation where there is insecurity everywhere. The tinted glass should continue. Thank you. My name is Tiriben Solomon from Biaji across Kubo.
Good morning. I'm Itodo from Itodo. I don't know. Human beings being killed like rats in their own country by people that we have all agreed that are not Nigerians. And the military and all the security, agents or agency cannot do anything about it. Where is the might of the Air Force? What is the Air Force doing? How can people just be killed like that? We all can see how you kill one Israeli and you know that you kill human being. These are people who know the value of life. You kill one American, you know that you kill a human being. But here you kill 200 people and everybody is still sleeping, and the chief of army staff, chief of air staff, chief of defense staff, they are all sleeping. Wow, this is terrible. Thank you.
With all the stories that make the news,
The headlines,
the caption, the breaking news,
details of the stories.
let's talk about these and more.
On 95.1 Nigeria Info.
More conversation.
This is Nigeria Info.